Today, Bobi Wine was welcomed like a hero. When he was residing in his office before he set up to go in the campaigns, people were surrounding his hotel and they welcomed him in the Lango sub-region. We all know the Lango sub-region voted for General Kaguta Museveni in the last election at a tune of almost 70%. And if Bobi Wine is able to take the message of revolution in this area because it is predominantly opposition, and if the matters are remained constant after Akena being blocked from the presidency, they can vote with their feeling and they vote for Bobi Wine. This is what happened when Bobi Wine was evaded of the hotel. Here's the tape.
Jango balaba abantu endirimbo jango aya cheda garo jano balabako kamba bonge kongera mudamu aya
That is Bobi Wine. So you clearly see that Bobi Wine is being received everywhere. But the question which is supposed to be answered is, will that support be put on the ballot? There's a difference between being welcomed and putting that support on the ballot. It's the reasons why I was talking to some politicians that if you get a chance that people can give you ears, you must be able to give them a message of hope. Okay? So that they can translate that message to the support, not only a support, but also to the ballot. Secondly, in such places where you have a lot of support, it's better you have candidates that can keep the fire burning. The posters, I don't normally see posters of Bobi Wine whenever he goes in those areas, but they must be there, and the candidates. In this case, if he's in Lango, for me, I was the view that even before campaign started, they ought to have done maybe a coalition for Bobi Wine to support some of the UPC candidates, okay, and some constituencies to be left for NUP in the Lango sub-region, or, if possible, Lango sub-region to be given for the UPC, depending on what they want. So that if Bobi Wine goes there, on the same platform, he can have UPC candidates and NUP candidates. In that way, you can capture the region. Now, the only problem is if you bring two opposition candidates, most especially when they are all strong, you may end up sharing the votes and the NRM passes through. So the UPC and NUP had at least to have some sort of a working frame. So because I know UPC's opposition, depending on the local government, they are predominant to UPC, okay? Depending on the parliamentary, they were shared between NRM and UPC. Just that the Lango sub-region didn't have a leader to show them direction. UPC never supported any presidential candidate. So for me, I think UPC is strongly opposition. If handled together, the fruits can come down. Of course, this one opinion remains yours truly, Mr. Makinde, Kavya Sulaiman Mawagari, the next MP for Makinde East constituency. I'll see you on another one. Peace.